The following program contains views that are not those of WVTC, iNetworks Communications, their subsidiaries, affiliates, or financial supporters.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Imagine yourself 20 pounds lighter in 8 weeks. Tyme Fitness program is designed to lose weight and tone your body at the same time. After each workout, you'll enjoy a 15-minute sauna to burn more calories, reverse the aging process, boost your metabolism, and enhance detoxification. Get a free protein smoothie after each session and a free Tyme Fitness shirt. Stop procrastinating. TymeFitness.com 773-458-5084.
Good morning. Welcome to Dhat Girl. I am your host, the stomach doctor, standing in for that girl who's taking a needed rest, focus on other projects. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am an actor, fitness coach, an author, among other things. And I'm glad to be here with you all this morning to share some of my knowledge. Mad shouts out to WBTC for constantly revolving. Hey, I like to talk to you all about losing weight. Because number one, people don't realize your appearance is so important. It is very important. Your appearance and your health. And without your health, you are a shell of yourself. And I'm coming here this morning to give you a heads up on getting an early start on this New Year's resolution thing. You know, everybody talk about they want to lose weight the first of the year. We can start now. And I'm going to give y'all some tips about losing weight. Now, first, you have to have a made-up mind to lose weight. That's one of the reasons why people don't lose weight and they start and they stop, because your mind not made up. And without a made-up mind, it's not going to work. I don't care what you do, what kind of product you buy, it's not going to work. You have to have a made-up mind. And you have to have determination. You got to be consistent. You got to be disciplined. All these things have to be in place. But they have to go with small steps first. Baby steps. Without baby steps, you're not going to get it. You know, I always tell my clients, start small. You know, if you start eating an apple, you're going to start walking up and down the stairs at your job. You're going to start taking the elevator. You know, you're going to start parking your car back from the train station and start walking. All these are small steps. Then you're going to start going to the gym. You know, you're going to start eating half what's on your plate. That's another step. Very important. If you just eat half of your food you've been eating, you're going to lose weight. All these is important steps to getting to your goal. You know, I encourage you all, let's go into 2024 with a made-up mind to lose weight. Because one thing about living healthy, it's a lifestyle of benefits. You know, you have confidence. You believe you can do anything. You know, you take risk. One thing about us, we are so afraid to take risks. When you start living healthy, you will step out of the comfort zone. That's our problem. We live in the comfort zone. You don't realize the comfort zone is the cemetery. If you live in the comfort zone, you're not really living. You're only existing. You must take risks. Step out the comfort zone. I always say, do what's hard, life will be easy. Do what's easy, life will be hard. But we always want to do what's familiar. We hate to change environments. We hate to change. We will build a wall around us, stop us from changing, and we will get hostile to anyone who's trying to encourage us to change. That's why we never really move through life like we want to, because we stay in a comfort zone, we stay around the same people, we stay around the same neighborhood, and you can't do that in order to change, in order to live that life that God designs for you. You have to lose weight. You have to live healthy. Live fit, live longer. For some reason, we would do everything besides live healthy. We would do everything else. When it comes to living healthy, for some reason, we ignore that part. So I'm here to encourage you all to take that step, to start moving forward, to live a healthy lifestyle. When you live a healthy lifestyle, you'll do things that you never imagined. Trust me, I am living this. That's why I can talk it and encourage you, because I'm living what I'm talking about. The sky's the limit. Anything. You'll be a role model for your family. You'll be a role model for the world. I always tell people we should be afraid to die without impacting the world. You must impact the world. Just don't be living on earth. Most people die at 20 and get buried at 60 because they just wander through life not doing anything. See, and I'm a firm believer. I started this journey like 28 years ago about living healthy. And I will never stop living healthy. My purpose is to try to get 1 billion people to live healthy. See, a lot of times the reason why we don't move forward because we don't be in our purpose. If we get in our purpose, we'll move forward. See, my purpose is to get people to live healthy, and continue myself to live healthy, by my actions, not my words. I don't take words with a grain of salt because words is used to deceive people. I'm an action person. You got to show me. I don't go off words too much, That's just how I am. But yeah, we need to start this living healthy. If we're not, it's a process. It's gonna take time. You got to start somewhere. And you just got to be consistent. You got to be consistent in what you're doing. That's just life. We have to be consistent. I've been where you at. Just living healthy. It's not a walk in the park. That's why so few, live healthy. It's not a walk in the park, but you have to try. And another thing, like if you fall down or if you just relapse, you have to get back on the track. You just can't give up. We give up too easy. We don't have no fight, especially when it comes to living healthy. You got to have fight, because listen, in this day of time, you have to live healthy because things is tight. Medicaid, that's tight. They not, they ain't giving you all the medication. People don't realize the body can heal itself. All they have to do is eat healthy, sleep, and exercise. It will heal itself. But we don't do these things. We take the easy way out. We have to stop eating at restaurants. My opinion, restaurants, that's poison. It's poison. They put too much seasoning in it. It's too much salt. It's too much sugar, and it's killing us. Restaurant food is a slow suicide. That's just my opinion. It's just full of everything that we don't supposed to eat. See, once you understand how the body works, you have a better vision. See, the body was designed to digest certain food. It wasn't designed to digest sugar, salt, processed food, cookies, hot wings, ham hocks. The body wasn't designed for that. So what happens when when you eat this type of food, when you put in your body, see the body is just it's human like, so it don't recognize that, so it can't break it up because it won't build to break up that type of stuff. So what it does is it stores it. So that's how you have those areas like around your stomach, your back, your inner thighs, your back arm, your face. You know, it has those, that's where the food gets stored at. So you can't eat those type of food, you know, the body don't recognize it. You know, it only recognize healthy food, you know. Too many carbohydrates. We don't understand that. You know, I hear people saying, I just eat carbohydrates. No, that's the wrong thing to eat. Too many carbohydrates will make you overweight. You know, but you already know that because what it does is it stores the food. What happens is you know, when you hear certain things, you hear certain cliches when people say, I can burn that off. No, you cannot burn that off. You already got unwanted pounds on you. So when you eat this food, all you're doing is putting the layers on. So you're actually getting bigger. You know, if you just cut back on your carbohydrates, you know, just eat, you know, carbohydrates. If you just eat too many vegetables, you would get weight off that. You have to really like eat healthy. And if you just give me a call, I can coach you through this. You cannot do this by yourself because if you did, you've been done it by now. You know, and it's a process and it's not easy. You know, so you have to exercise. You have to at least try. We don't even try. And you know what? We have to be serious with ourselves. One thing about us, we don't want to be serious with ourselves. We be serious with everybody else, but we give ourselves a pass. That's the wrong way to think. You're supposed to be hard on yourself. I am so hard on myself. I am really hard on myself. I would really tell myself the truth. Sometimes I don't want to hear it, but it only be the truth. You know, because I'm telling you, if you don't start living healthy, you know, your day's gonna be numbered. I'm just telling the truth. I'm not trying to scare nobody. It's the truth. Your day's gonna be numbered. You know, like I say, when you start living healthy, you have a different mindset. I'm telling you, you have a different balance. You know, your clothes fit better. You even walk with a bounce. You walk with confidence. You walk with your chest up, your head up. You ain't walking down. You wearing other colors besides black. You know, for some reason we think black has unwanted pounds. People wear black so much, you know what I'm saying? I do not like black. I mean, I will wear it, but it ain't because people. We got to stop hiding. We got to come on out. Let's get real. We have to get real. You know, we living in different times now. You know, and you know, all the church people, God, you know, they croak everything up, but they don't croak the thing when God say take care of His temple. They don't croak that. Even the preachers, they don't talk about that. They may skim across that. God said take care of His temple. And we have to take care of His temple. Why we don't do that, I have no idea. We do everything else. We'll throw the oil. We'll holler faith. We'll speak in tongues. But soon as we get through, we go eat them ham hocks and cornbread. But God didn't say it. God said take care of His temple. You know, always like God. I take care of God's temple because God can use you. You know, God can't use no one ain't in good shape. You know, God a warrior. God in good shape. So God wants to be in good shape. So we can't do the work that we want to do. God can't take us around the world and we got just a drawer full of pills and 5 doctor's appointments a month. You know? So we have to take care of our temple. Then we have to be a role model. We have to be a role model for our family, you know, for the people you work with. You want to be that person. You want to be that person. And that's what I do. I want to be that person. I want to help people. And just being healthy. I've been on this journey like 28 years and counting, and I'm always live healthy. I had said I had always said that for my 100th birthday, I'm gonna get to 100. That's a drop in the bucket. But I always say for my 100th birthday that I'm gonna have a party in the gym and I'm gonna run in the gym for my 100th birthday. They ain't pushing me in, with a walker. I'm gonna run in for my 100th birthday. So I'm gonna get to 100. That's a drop in the bucket. So I'm encouraging other people to come along with this ride because it's a beautiful thing. Once you learn how to live healthy, it's a beautiful thing. You will never want to go back. You will put the pot down. You will put the Gatorade down. You will put the liquor down. You will put the ice cream down. I'm telling you. Now, sometimes I eat little things. Sometimes I eat clean like 98% of the time. Sometimes I even eat 2 cookies and say I relapse. Because I just does that. But we have to start living healthy. We have to take this thing seriously. Starting the first of the year, I'm gonna have a show. I'll probably be at 9:30 slot or the 10:30 slot. But I'll be here every Saturday to encourage you all to just move forward and live healthy and pass it down to the kids. Because I see we're not living healthy and we pass the same habits down to our kids and the kids pass the same habits down to the grandkids. Listen, this is bad. This is an epidemic. This is real bad. So we have to overcome this and get ourselves together. Or we're gonna be on the side of the road. I always say that we're gonna be kicked on the side of the road. So, but first you have to get it. You got to get it right in your head. You have to tell yourself, I can do this. It's gonna be hard. It's supposed to be hard. If it's easy, everybody will do it. One thing about me, I do hard things all the time. Very rare. I do it so hard. I do hard things that after a while they become easy. So I found other harder things to do. I always challenge myself. See, a challenge is a gift. That's how you get from ordinary to extraordinary, by doing challenges. So you got to do the hard things. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be it ain't easy losing weight. If it was, everybody be doing it. So it's gonna be a journey, and and you want it to be a journey. It's a process. You can't quit. One thing, we quit too fast. One thing about us, we give up in our head long before we give up physically. Because we our fight is low. We gotta have some fight. We got some willpower. How can we do this and we can't conquer cookies? We can't conquer, a Pepsi. So how can we do things that God wants to do and we can't conquer cookies and Pepsi and hot wings? It just don't make no sense. But hey, we got to try and we got to do it. We got to be soldiers. We got to be a warrior. See, God was a warrior. Hey, y'all know in that Old Testament, God didn't play. He did not play. I'm an Old Testament man. I like the New Testament too, but I like Paul. I like that Paul. And Paul said in Galatians 4:15, "Have I now became your enemy because I tell you the truth?" Because Paul was telling them the truth. He was telling the Galatians the truth, and they did not like it. So I'm an Old Testament man. God did not play. He gave us mercy, and we taking it for granted. Now, Old Testament, God didn't play with us. He didn't play with them people. So I'm an Old Testament man. I'm a warrior. I don't like easy things. So we got to get on the ball with this. The Medicaid, the Medicare, They ain't giving people the medicine like it was, and all medicine do is weaken your kidneys. That's another thing. I'm gonna really hammer that home on my show. What medication do? The more medication, it weakens your kidneys. You know, I had my mother and my grandmother had dialysis, and they both passed away. From the dialysis. And one thing about my mother, her dialysis was self-inflicted. I really was saying with this, because she didn't go to the doctor. She had high blood pressure, and she was always talking about eye was red and her head was hurting, and she didn't go to the doctor. So when she finally went to the doctor, this is really hard to talk about. But when she finally went to the doctor, they called her, or they called me the same day, had me to bring my mother in because she was about to pass, and they put her on dialysis the next day. So that was really a blow. So we have to go to the doctor, but we got to take care of ourselves. We don't take care of ourselves. One thing about us, we act like we so busy because we don't want to go to the doctor, especially men. And your ladies, you talk to your husband or your boo and tell them they got to start going to the doctor. Men don't like going to the doctor. I go to the doctor all the time. I take checkups. They were like, Mr. Jenkins, ain't time yet again. Yes, it is. Because I don't want no I don't want no, what they tell it. If you would have got here a little earlier, I ain't trying to hear that if I would have got here a little earlier. I ain't trying to hear the long goodbye. I mean, you finna die. So, it's better to be early than late. So I'm always at the doctor. I'm always getting checkups because I want to catch anything. But I want you all to be like me, medication free. Listen, I'm going to be 63 in a couple years. And you know what? I get upset if someone say I'm 45. I really get upset. I ain't faking, So I want you all to be in good shape to work on it. It can happen. It's a process. Anybody can do it. And I'm going to keep hammering it at home. Hopefully I'll be here next week. If that girl ain't back, because she really been busy and she really been thriving in other things. It's an honor for her to let me come on this show and talk to you ladies and men, about life, but mainly about living healthy, because it all starts with living healthy. Because see, if you ain't living healthy, you're not doing your best work. Don't fool yourself. If you ain't living healthy, you're not doing, you're not on your A game. You're not on your A game. We'll sit here and try to fool ourselves with this deception, like we are, but you ain't feeling well. I'm telling you, if you start living healthy, a whole new world will open up. You have to just try. Just try. Even this week, I tell you what, this week, starting today, if you ain't drunk your first cup of coffee, drink half of that coffee this morning and throw the other half out. I know it's going to be hard. But we got to start somewhere. Rome wasn't built overnight. I didn't look like this overnight. I used to be a skinny guy. Yeah. But I kept working at it and kept working at it. It's hard. I get up in the morning. I'm at the gym at 3:30 in the morning. You think I like it now, but hey, this is something I have to do. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to. People think I'm crazy when I tell people that. But this is what I do. This is my life. See, living healthy is my life. Not a 9 to 5. I ain't got nothing against 9 to 5s. But living healthy, this is my life. I breathe this. I worked like 14 months doing hard labor my whole life. I always had businesses and I was doing my thing in the dark until I came to the light. But, I always had, even when I was in the dark, I ran like a business. So, and all I did was, when I was in the dark, all I did was brought the same concept to the light. I ain't changed nothing else. I don't do the illegal stuff, but the concept, I just brought it to the light. It's just like health. When you start, health has the same concept. Eating healthy, sleeping. We don't get enough sleep. That's another thing we don't do. you don't understand how important sleep is. You have no idea how important sleep is. Sleep, see, when you sleep, your body heals itself, it regulates, it goes through all type of things, So that sleeping is super important. It's so important. I hear people say, I can't sleep for 2-3 hours a day. I'm like, ooh, that runs chills through my spine, because I know how important sleep is, you know. Eating healthy, so important, because the food, and then they market the food. They don't care about us. They put all this sugar in the food and then heap it in the store. The other day I was in Ross, right? And when you're in Ross World, people been to Ross, they have you gotta go around this long line, this long little walkway before you get to the counter. And during that long 200-foot walkway, they got junk on each side. They got damper sweets on each side. So and mostly everybody go through that walkway gonna grab something to eat. And the stores, what stores do, they have all that sweets and stuff soon you walk in. They have all that junk. So we have to fight the temptation. We have to see what they're doing. And when they put all this stuff in this food that's not healthy, processed food, that's not healthy. And back to the starting today, the half a cup of coffee, whatever you're eating for breakfast, you have to, start eating. Just eat half of it. It's gonna be hard. Just cut half and put the other one, put it up for later. Later can be an hour, and then after a while it'll be 2 hours. But eat half of your food. Just start doing this for this week. I'm telling you. And then I need y'all to text me and let me know how y'all been doing. This is a journey. Text me at 773-458-5084. If you need my assistance, call me. This is what I do. And hey, I can get it done. I'm proof. It ain't like I'm not sitting up here talking and looking like I can't do what I'm talking about. Or I wouldn't be talking about it. But you got to start somewhere. We can start with that. Eating half of your food. You know what I'm saying? Go to bed early. I go to bed so early sometimes. I can get ready and go to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. It don't make me no difference. So, but all these things, see, in order for things to change, you have to change. It's not going to change no other way. If you don't change, you're going to be doing the same thing this time next year. Most people been running the same race all their life. They ain't changed. They go home the same way. They come back the same way. They go to the same store. Just switch it up. Just go to work a different way. You may see something. We don't do nothing. We're too comfortable. We're doing the same thing. And change is I love change. I change so much. I'm in the process. I reinvent my body from June till now. I love change, because when I start doing movies again, I take another photo shoot. I want to do commercials. I want to model clothes, so I had to look a certain way. And then I'm gonna have competition. I'm gonna have them little 20, 30-year-olds with the 63-year-old man. So I gotta be on my game. See, I know I gotta be on my game, because I'm gonna crush them. Simple as that. I'm crushing little 20, 30-year-olds. So, but it's change. You have to have change. Change is so important. You can't run the same race. Stop it. You get the same result. And we get the same results. But while we keep doing it, I have no idea. But hey, man, I enjoyed this time with y'all. Hopefully I can come back next week. But I'm going to have my own show starting the first of the year. The name of the show is Get Fit to Live Longer. But hey, I encourage y'all this one thing this week, to start living healthy by just eating half of your food. Just try it today. Just try it one day and give me a call. 773-458-5084. We can go from there, because I live my life one day at a time. When I used to hear that, I used to hear this Pastor Cranberry talk about that like 20 years, a long time ago. And I'm like, man, I don't understand no one day at a time. Now that I does it, it's one day at a time. It's hard living. When you're watching yourself and doing the right thing, it's hard watching yourself. It's a job. It's a job keeping me together. It's a job not putting things in my mouth. I don't supposed to put in my mouth. That's a job. So hey, I encourage y'all. I thank y'all for being with me and continue to move forward. And I see you next week. If not, I see you the first of the year. Peace out.
Go to your Apple or Google Play Store and download the WVTC Gospel Radio app today. You can also say, Alexa, play WVTC Radio Skills.
Would you like to play WVTC Radio Network?
Absolutely. Download it today.
Views made on the preceding program are not those of WVTC Radio, iNetworks Communications, or their financial supporters.
Winning victory through Christ. WVTC also